Guess who's back? Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tea's Talk Time. I'm your host, Teresa Smith, and in case you've been wondering where I am, just hold on, wait a minute, and I'll get to it. I have since become an empty nester due to the fact that only son is now living on the college campus. Yes, he graduated in 2024 and began his fall semester in the same year. He is now in the second semester of his first freshman year of college, and it has been a trip, everyone. Just let me tell you what I mean by that in a minute. Of course, as you can imagine, I was thrilled when he graduated in June of 2024. And I was so happy that he already knew what he wanted his major to be when he selected and was accepted to, with scholarships, the college he wanted to go to. And we went through all the things that all parents and sons go through when they go off to live by themselves for the first time on campus. And believe me, it was separation anxiety. It was a mixture of being happy and being sad at the same time. It was a mixture of being afraid of the future, not knowing how things would work out. But he assured me that he was more than prepared. And as it turns out, he was. So let's go back a little bit in time from that point. Yes, let's hit the rewind button, because what a lot of parents don't know is that you have almost 2 years to prepare in advance of them taking off and actually going into that building for the first time to stay 4 months until the very first holiday that you get to see their faces again. It all starts in the junior year of high school, actually, when they're in 11th grade, because colleges and institutions really do look at the 11th grade more, I would say, than your final year of high school. They're looking to see what your averages are like, what you've been interested in, what clubs or activities you've done. They're looking back to see if you were building yourself as a student to be prepared to go into college. And happily, luckily, coincidentally, my son was being prepared because he had taken some college courses in his junior year of high school and then had taken another college course in his senior year of high school. Well, let me backtrack again to the junior year. That is when the guidance counselors really start to sit with your child and discuss what their goals are and where they want to go. And they also should obtain a lot of guidance from their writing teachers because that's when they have to prepare their college essays. Yes, the college essay. That's when it really hits you and your parent that you're about to go into this twilight zone type of existence. You're about to be launched into adulthood. Yes, your lovely child that you've protected and guided all these years is about to be able to make many decisions on his or her own. So the college essay is extremely important to getting into the college of your course, along with, of course, your academic standing and GPA as a junior in high school, and your participation in various or varying activities throughout that year and going into the senior year. So that is when a lot of serious planning begins. Even then, with the new technology of today, as opposed to the technology I had when I was applying for colleges, everything is online now. Nothing is paper in hand and discussing it with the counselor and then going home and letting parents just review it. Everything is computerized. So the applications are done on usually through online apps. Yes. And even the acceptance letters or the acceptance of being accepted to the colleges that you apply for, you first see it online. And when you select that college and you agree that that's the college that you're going to go to, then you receive actual paper acceptance type letters. So it's a long journey from being a junior in high school to actually stepping foot into college on that first day. And those are some of the things that I plan to delve into in the next 2 episodes. However, in this first episode, I would like to, this first episode about becoming an empty nester and my child going off to college, what I'd like to delve into is the fact that preparing for the dorm room doesn't have to be as complicated as many of the videos or vlogs about dorm room preparation are that you see online. You can really prepare their rooms on a budget, and in some cases, what I've found at this point is that less is actually more. After finding out that my child was going to be in a dorm room on the college campus, I began researching on YouTube and on other websites for information on what essentials he would need and how to be able to decorate the room and be sure that he had every single thing he needed once he was on that campus and away from me. Because one thing I didn't want to have to do was to keep running up there over and over again to bring him extras or to make him feel as though I might be spying on him or be overly, I guess, mothering him or smothering, put the S on it, him while at college. You see, my child did not end up going out of state. Thank God. He's my only child, and I wanted him to be near me. However, I did want him to experience adulthood away from me and to have even more of a sense of maturity and to be able to make choices on his own as an adult. Therefore, he would have to stay on campus and he would have to make his decisions every day about what to do and what he shouldn't do on his own. So after viewing all of these vlogs, videos, and articles online, I noticed that people had rooms that looked like they could be in an IKEA store, almost like they were specially designed, and as if the child maybe would be living there in that room for the rest of their lives. I mean, they had everything. They had televisions, video, gaming setups, microwaves, refrigerators, gaming chairs, fluffy rugs, an extra chair for someone to sit in. They had these special fluffy blankets, backboards, shelves, movable shelves and some stationary shelves. They had plants, everything that you would think that their parents hired a high-end interior decorator to decorate these rooms. I kid you not. So I felt I had to really rise to the occasion. And I was wondering how could I possibly do that on a budget, because it was already going to cost me a pretty penny to pay part of the tuition and room and board. So I was wondering, how am I going to afford this? As most parents would be thinking. And I was going to try to match everything I saw on a budget until his room at home started piling up in the weeks before the move into the dorm. Tune in next time to find out the things I discovered about the move into the dorm room and my advice to parents who are going to move their children into a dorm room the coming fall. Also, I'd like for you to drop a comment to tell me a little bit about what your experiences were like or some questions that you might have for me concerning your child who is about to leave for college and live in a dorm. So take good care, and I'll talk to you later.